right, Shorty. You're packing the equalizer. Let's see how much of a man you are when you've got a gun.
Start for yours.
You're slow, Ringgold.
Did he draw that quick?
Seems like he did, Johnny. He was putting his gun back in the holster before I saw his hand move.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien. It is estimated that Wyatt Earp took part in more than 100 gunfights during his career as a Western Marshal. He was fast because he had to be, but he shot only in line of duty, and he always tried to disable his man rather than kill him. Marshal Earp had no relish for gunfighting, and he scorned the drink-crazed amateurs or criminal psychopaths who gloried in shooting it out with Colt 45s. They made his job as Marshal of Dodge City the most dangerous on the frontier. Thus, when Wyatt met up with Guns McCallum, he thought he knew just what kind of trouble was heading his way.
All right, free beer, free beer. Everybody drinks on Jim Kelly. Step right up and get him, fellas. Everybody drinks. Belly up, fellas. And then I want you all to come right on inside. I've got everything in the line of hardware. And a fine collection of guns. Don't forget.
Call me a circus man. Turn me loose. I'll fight that fella. I'll go back in there.
No, you're not. Come on. He's too big for you. Kelly!
Kelly! McCallum, in trouble already. Bring him into the store. Come on. Was he picking a fight?
Yeah, with a cowhand that weighed 100 pounds more than he did.
That's all I need. My gunsmith in jail on opening day. Well, all right, fellas, just finish your beer and the store will be open in a minute. Now, you promised me no fight. Now, what is this?
The man called me a circus midget. I don't take that from anybody.
Now, hush now. It's no disgrace being a trifle undersized. I'm not so big myself. Now, Wyatt, if it'll help his case any, McCallum's from your old hometown of Monmouth, Illinois.
Monmouth, huh?
I don't ask no favors on that account.
Oh, McCallum. Say, aren't you the same McCallum that fought in the war with my brother Jim? They called you Guns.
That's right.
He was a sergeant with the Warren County Blues.
I don't ask no favors on that account either. What's the fine?
Well, I'll tell you, there's no fine, Mr. McCallum. You're needed outside. You and I have a little talk.
Fine. He was the best gunsmith in Kansas City.
Or anywhere else.
See there, Wyatt? Big-headed and feisty. Now see if you can talk some sense into his head.
Your granddad, Judge Earp, tried that. How is the judge these days, anyhow?
Well, he's feeling pretty chipped, last I heard.
I warned Mr. Kelly when he hired me in Kansas City. I don't take no lip from anyone. If a man's too big for me to whip with my fist, I got the equalizer.
Oh, Remington, huh? You mind if I take a look at it?
No. I think it's a better gun than that thing you carry.
Well, they're both fine guns, but you're welcome to your opinion. Say, you got this all ticked up like a Swiss watch. Yeah, and you got your grips counterweighted, too, huh?
That's right. And that way it ain't barrel heavy. Where'd you get that cannon?
Well, that's a special gun that Mr. Ned Buntline had made up by the Colt people. It's very fine for long-range shooting.
Well, I don't want to hurt your feelings since you're an Earp from Monmouth, but if I were you, I'd get an open front holster.
What's that?
It's my own design. I ain't got it patented yet.
You're right, Mr. McCallum. Don't trust anybody. Well, say, how are things back at the college?
Monmouth College?
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't your folks write you?
Not lately.
Oh, well, the judge put your younger brother, Morg, in there. Study law.
Morg?
Sure.
When was that?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Cousin Joe Curtis, he wrote me about, 10 days ago. And he said that Willie
The
Russo...
store's open. Come in, one and all. Everything in the line of hardware and a special gun department presided over by Mr. McCallum. Oh, where is that fellow?
He must have ducked out. You got a nice place here, Mr. Kelly. Good luck to you.
Yeah, well, what's the hurry, Wyatt? Stick around. Let me show you around.
Where's that cowhand called me a midget?
Ease off, half pint.
Where is he?
Right here, you little squirt.
Drop that gun.
Hold it! Give me that.
Was it a fair play?
Yeah. Nosey fired and missed. Half point was slow, but he didn't miss.
Who you calling slow?
Never mind. I'm gonna have a little talk with you. Couple of you men pick him up, take him over and get him patched up. It's not just that you're from Monmouth, well, you're working for Jim Kelly, and he's a good friend of mine. Look, Mr. Kelly is trying to make a new starter after losing Miss Dora. Did he tell you about her?
No, he didn't.
Well, Miss Dora was killed by a hoodlum from Texas the night before the wedding. Broke Kelly's heart.
I'm sorry, but I don't...
I'm not asking you to be sorry. I'm just asking you to quit thinking like you do. This equalizer thing.
What's the matter with that?
It'll get you killed. That's what's wrong with it.
Why do you say that?
Because there is no such thing as an equalizer. Now, you think packing a gun like that is going to even things up?
It sure will.
No, it won't. Men are no more equal in their speed with a gun than they are with muscle and fist-fighting ability.
I took that big cowhand, didn't I?
You think you're fast. Well, let's see how really fast you are.
All right. Go ahead, draw.
No, I'll wait for you.
I don't claim to be as fast as you are.
You're not fast at all, Mr. McCallum. I wasn't even trying to hustle.
I'm as fast as the average man.
Well, that's not fast enough. The way you pick fights, you're not always going to pick the average man, not here in Dodge, anyway.
I got a few tricks. I can speed up my draw. Please, Marshal. Is it all right if I leave?
Look, will you just do me one favor? Next time a man says something to you about your size, will you come talk to me first? Tell me about it before you go for your gun?
Why?
Because Mr. Kelly needs you. He can't run a gun shop without a gunsmith.
And I'm supposed to take anything off of these drunks just to please Mr. Kelly? No, thanks.
Well, that about does it, Gordon.
Yes, sir. Good night, Mr. Kelly.
Good night.
Evening, Marshal.
Evening. Mr. Kelly, just got your message. Something wrong?
I got something. Guns left it for you. Too bashful to give it to you himself.
Something new, huh? Say, Mr. McCallum's got a good idea here. He should patent it.
Is it really faster?
Oh, yeah, it would be if a fella got used to the new motion.
Guns made 2 of them.
2? Why?
He's gonna use the other one himself. Now, what am I gonna do about that fella, Wyatt? I hate to lose a good gunsmith, but I can't have him going around picking fights.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wrote to my grandfather in Monmouth. He and Jim should know all about the fella. You know, maybe something happened to him back there that set him off on the wrong track.
You mean this equalizer notion?
Yeah. You know, I sure wish that Mr. Tom Jefferson had made it a little plainer when he wrote all men are created equal.
How you mean?
Well, all men are equal in the good Lord's sight. But they sure ain't equal the way this world looks at them.
That's right. But how are we going to convince Guns McCallum?
I don't know yet.
It's like a curse was on me. He fixed 3 pistols and 2 rifles this afternoon. He's a genius.
Marshal!
But he's got the...
Marshal! They need you at the Alamo Saloon.
McCallum again?
Yes, sir. Just shot another cowhand.
You stay here.
Was Guns hurt?
I don't know.
He hit bad? No, the little shrimp got him in the leg.
All right, what happened this time?
Tex punched Shorty, and they both went to the rack for their guns.
I was faster. I used my quick draw rig.
Let's go to jail. Come on.
What? It was a fair fight. Ask any of them.
Shut up!
I can keep you in jail for 24 hours at my own discretion. Come on.
Thanks, sir.
Can't you let him out in time for work in the morning?
Nope. Not until he promises not to wear a gun.
Sure, and get my nose busted by one of Texas' friends? The marshal's a 6-footer. The boys tell me he's real handy with his fists. He doesn't understand my problem.
Well, you can't fight the whole world, Guns.
You can't even fight Front Street here in Dodge. And you're still slow, even with that trick holster.
With this, I'm as fast as you are. Kelly, I've got the real equalizer now. When he says draw, we draw, right?
Right.
Draw.
How could any man be that fast?
Well, I tell you, Mr. McCallum, I was hustling a little bit that time. But I think you got a good idea there with that holster, and I want to thank you very much for the one you gave to me.
I gotta think of something faster.
No, just stop being a fool.
Don't call me a fool.
Well, you're not big enough for fisting men, and you're not quick enough to gun them. But what does that matter? You're a great gunsmith. Isn't that enough? Wyatt, tell him what you told me about all men being equal only in the sight of the Lord.
Well, he knows that. Just won't accept it.
It ain't fair to be born both slow and small.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. McCallum, in my humble opinion, the good Lord isn't interested in fist fighting and gunfighting. He wants a man to be big inside.
Well,
you see, fighting's kind of like making more money than you need. They're both mighty low occupations. You can tell what the Lord thinks about them. Fighter's flesh goes to feed the worms, and money often goes to worthless heirs.
I never heard a priest or a preacher sum it up so good. Now, come on, Guns. Admit you've been wrong and promise Wyatt to quit this tomfoolery. He's got a whole bench full of work waiting for him in the morning.
all right, Marshal. I give you my word. I won't get in any more trouble.
Good. You're released.
I'll be giving a thanks offering to both churches in town.
Quick one.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ringgold. Haven't seen you around town much.
You got a church deacon for a marshal. A man would be a fool to come to Dodge for a good time. Uncle Dave still fixing guns?
No, he sold out to Jim Kelly.
I knew it. 30 miles of hard riding and no gunsmith in this miserable cow town.
Well, Kelly got a gunsmith. Shot him at McCallum.
Any good?
Kelly swears by him, but he's quick-tempered, Mr. Ringgold.
I don't care about his temper. Just so he can put a new trigger spring in a Colt.
Oh, he can do that, I reckon.
Howdy. You must be Mrs. McCallum.
Yes. You must be Marshal Earp.
Yeah, that's right, ma'am. What's your step there?
Thank you. Your grandfather wired me in Kansas City. Is Perry... Is my husband still here?
Yes, but I think we'd better have a little talk first over at the hotel.
He isn't in any trouble.
No, ma'am.
Thank goodness. Or maybe I should say thank the whole Earp family.
Well, Monmouth people are our folks. We'll have a lot to talk about. Are these your grips?
Yes.
Yeah. Hotel's right over that way, ma'am.
Oh, excuse me. Aren't you Johnny Ringgold from down in San Antone?
That's right.
Well, I'm Jim Kelly.
Howdy.
You can trust Mr. McCallum to fix you up. He's one of the best.
That's good to know. I can throw some trade his way.
Fine.
It's just the trigger spring, ain't it?
Mostly. But you've been fanning this.
Yeah, we horse around with tin cans.
This gun won't take fanning, mister. Look. It shaves some lead from the bullets.
Yeah.
You may need a new ratchet and a new cylinder.
How long will that take?
A couple hours.
All right. Much obliged, Shorty.
Wait a minute. You sprung the ejector rod casing.
Anything else?
Yeah. You've been firing hand loads in this.
Occasionally, why?
Well, you fired a hand squid. It stuck in a barrel. You fired another one right on top of it. Look. Feel that bulge?
You trying to promote me for a new barrel?
Take it to another gunsmith.
Just like that, huh? Fix it, Shorty. I don't care if it costs more than you, and I'm used to this gun, so you fix it.
I don't think I want to work on your gun, Mr. Ringgold.
Why, you little sawed-off runt. I said fix it!
Mr. Ringgold, McCallum. Now, what's the trouble here?
He says he won't fix my gun.
Trouble? Again? Well, just leave the gun, Mr. Ringgold. You'll get to work on it right away.
He'd better. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Have it ready.
That's Johnny Ringgold. He's a killer. You trying to commit suicide? I ain't afraid of him. I gave you and Earp my word. I'll try and fix it.
Now, that's acting sensible.
And we just never had a peaceful day. It's not my fault I'm bigger than he is. Not that I ever cared about size or what people say. But I knew he was sensitive about it. Maybe he should have married a small woman. But I love him, and here I am.
Well, did you leave Mr. McCallum, or did he leave you?
I left him.
Now you want him back?
Yes. I traced him to Kansas City, and I wrote Judge Earp. That's how he was able to wire me about his being here in Dodge City. Do you think we can make it up?
Well, he's got a lot of pride. Too much pride. He's already wounded 2 men in gunfights.
Kind of me, I guess.
Why do you say that?
My refusal to understand his grudge against life.
You know, Grandpa Earp used to tell us boys that the unfairness of life was just one more good reason for believing in God. Would all be evened up in his own good time. Look, I think I better talk to Mr. McCallum. He'll know it was a put-up job, your being here. And I want him to blame me, not you.
Thank you, Mr. Earp. I'll wait here and hope.
Back room. Got a rush job, why?
Well, I won't take too long.
Marshal?
I, got some news for you.
What?
Your wife's in town.
Oh?
Yeah, I sent a wire to my grandfather in Monmouth. He got a message to her. I guess she can bawl me out for meddling.
Why'd she come?
She wants to kiss and make up. Well, that is, if you're willing.
I'll have to think it over.
Well, she expects that. She's waiting for you over at the Dodge Hotel.
She feels sorry for me, huh?
No, she doesn't. Why should anybody feel sorry for you? You're enjoying good health, aren't you? You got a job with one of the real men here in town. No. The only one that pities you is you. I'll see you later.
What? McCallum almost had a fight with Johnny Ringgold.
Oh, no, not him. Fast gun and a good time.
But Guns remembered his promise. He calmed down and agreed to work on Ringgold's 45.
Good for him. Thought I was going to have to arrest Mr. Ringgold.
Oh, no. Now, you be polite to Johnny. He can send me a lot of customers.
If you'll be polite to me.
Guns, you finished it?
Yeah, all except the barrel.
Why not the barrel?
Factory didn't send any 5.5-inch barrels. Anyway, I couldn't put in a new barrel in less than half a day.
Well, we'll explain to Johnny that...
You explain to Johnny. I'm going to meet someone at the hotel.
Now...
If I stay here, I'll get in a fight with Ringgold. Is that what you want?
No. I'll handle it.
Hello, Martha.
Hello, Perry.
It's been a long time.
Yes, it has. Well?
I never lied to you, Martha. I want us back together again.
So do I. Very much.
But you've got to hear the rest of it. I walked away from a fight just now.
You must have had your reasons.
With a gunfighter named John Ringgold. I left Mr. Kelly to argue with him.
Mr. Kelly, he won't get hurt.
I don't know. But Marshal Earp says I should quit fighting. What do you say, Martha?
With fists and guns, yes. But deep inside you, never stop fighting. Not for yourself, or me, or anyone that the world tries to bully.
All right, Martha. Let's leave this town.
And don't think you can make excuses for Shorty. I told him to have the gun ready when I came for it.
I told you. He couldn't. The factory didn't send
How
it.
do you know? Shorty could have a dozen barrels stashed away.
No, Mr. Ringgold.
Save your breath. I've got another gun that works real good. Where can I find Shorty?
I don't know. You see...
Never mind. I'll find him.
Gordon, go tell Wyatt the Ringgold's looking for McCallum.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here they come now, Perry. Will you relax?
Wait here, Mother.
Perry,
He wasn't so little, I'd...
Stop that! Keep out of this, Martha! It's only fair to warn you, Ringgold, I've got a gun.
Oh, you have? Well, draw it. I'm waiting, little man.
Start for yours.
All right.
Perry, are you hurt?
No!
Is that your gun?
No, sir, it's his.
He try and draw on you?
He most certainly did. He slapped Perry's face. Perry warned him he was armed, but he started to draw his pistol from his belt. Perry shot first, but it was in self-defense.
All right, some of you men pick him up, take him over to the dock. Rest of you men, break it up. Go on, break it up. You used a hidden gun, huh?
Yes, sir. A new rig of mine.
You think this makes you equal to him as a gunfighter, huh?
No, sir. Just tricky.
Well, Mr. McCallum, I'm going to have to keep you in jail for a while.
Jail? Why should he go to jail?
Because Ringgold's got at least 12 friends in this town. He can't kill them all.
But Perry only shot him.
Martha. He's doing this for my own protection. Don't argue with Marshal Earp.
All right. Just as you say. But it isn't fair. Why do these things always happen to us?
Well, ma'am, that's about the way things usually turn out. Could have been worse. This string might not have worked. You'd have been a widow.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The quarrel between Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday, which all Wyatt's friends had long predicted, began as a rough and ready frontier joke. Dodge City in 1878 had growing pains and it wanted to tax the residents of Pinkytown, a hamlet of shacks and shanties beyond the city limits. Pinkytown resisted, and Doc Holliday, noted for his cantankerous humor, joined the Pinkytown citizens in their rebellion. This brought Doc into conflict with Marshal Earp. It seemed inevitable that the two fastest guns on the western prairie must meet in a showdown with .45s.
Come on, bring him out. Bring him out. Go hot up some tar, boys. We'll teach them to try tax collecting here.
But it's my job, Miss Pinky. They elected me tax collector.
Shut up. Tie him to that post. Hey, get a move on with that tar, will you?
I'm a city official. It's against the law to do what you...
Yes, tax collecting, are you? This is Pinkytown, and we don't pay no taxes to Dodge City or any place else. And I aim to teach you tax collecting ain't healthy.
We'll have to use axle grease. It works just as good.
All right, smear him real
I'm
thick.
warning you, Miss Pinky. You'll all go to jail for this.
Give me that jingle. I'll smear him.
Marshal Earp!
Axle grease is for wagons, Miss Pinky.
Untie him.
Thank goodness you got here, Marshal.
I've a good mind to smear you,
No,
Sonny.
you'll throw us all in jail.
Now just calm down, Miss Pinky. He's here on official business.
I was ordered by Mayor Kelly and the council to serve you people with tax bills.
Just you try it.
Take it easy, Mr. Searles. Maybe these people don't understand our new tax ordinances.
We sure don't.
Well, let you and I go inside, Miss Pinky, and I'll try to explain them to you.
This should be real funny, huh, boys? Stay here and watch this fella.
So you see, Miss Pinky, we need taxes for, well, for new schools, police, fire protection. Dodge is a big town now. You just can't go around passing the hat anymore. That's why Mayor Kelly and the city council, they've passed a city ordinance to set up a legal tax rate. And that means that you...
No taxes here, that's what it means.
Well, ma'am, you're going to have to pay some taxes depending on your assessed valuation.
Nope, Doc Holliday told us not to pay one dime.
Doc Holliday?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, how did he get mixed up in this?
Doc owns half my faro game when it runs. I cut him in so as I'd have legal advice. It ain't no joke, young man. Doc says the law's on our side. Dog Kelly and that bunch of politicians from Dodge have run over Pinkytown long enough, and this time we fight for our rights, and Doc is with us. Oh, don't ask me why the law is on our side. Doc knows the whys and wherefores. You ask him.
Well, I'll do just that, Miss Pinky. Oh, did Doc advise you to tar and feather, Mr. Searles?
No, he didn't. Doc said to hang him.
Oh. Well, good day, ma'am.
Oh, I hope you told her what for, Marshal.
No, she told me.
But, Marshal...
It seems that Dr. Holliday is representing Pinkytown in this little dispute.
Doc Holliday? Oh.
Knowing Doc as we both do, I suggest we find out about Pinkytown's legal position.
Oh, no, not me. I'm not going to ask him.
Well, I'll ask him, Mr. Searles. I think you better hit the saddle. That's all right. I'll be right behind you.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
You go on home, Mr. Searles. I want to talk to Doc.
Yes, Mr. Herb.
Howdy, Doc.
Shut up. I'm counting. No more credit to Larkin and Deming. House limit 5,000. That's all. Did they hang Lenny Searles?
Mm-mm. Miss Pinky was fixing to grease and further him, but I kind of talked her out of it.
Well, I guess it was too much to hope for a tax collector to be hanged. Did Pinky Town pay up?
Nope.
Well, at least that's something. Wyatt, would you do me a favor? Act exhausted and sag down in that chair, will you? This is one of my rotten days, and your good health is disgusting. But it cheers me a little to inform you that Pinky Town has never been annexed by Dodge City.
What do you mean? I thought it was put in Ward 3 last year.
No, Wyatt. Read your book.
No, I take your word for it. In other words, Dodge can't legally collect taxes, huh?
That's a narrow view of the situation. Pinky Town doesn't belong to Dodge City, the state of Kansas, nor the United States of America.
You're joking.
Well, I must admit it gives me some amusement, but... Wyatt, let me show you this digest of the Indian Treaty. The Cheyennes, they reserved all the ground that's now known as Pinky Town because one of their chiefs is buried there.
Well, that's what the survey says.
Doesn't it stir your imagination a little?
What's your angle?
I like Pinky Thomason. I don't like Jim Kelly or the council. There she stands, Pinky Town, free of taxes, independent of Dodge City, Kansas, and the United States of America.
Well, Mayor Kelly isn't going to like this.
I'd love to be there when you tell him.
Yeah, I'll bet you would. Look, promise me something, will you?
What?
I've got to try to get Pinky Town back into the Union and back into Dodge, so don't encourage Miss Pinky to make it any tougher than it already is, huh?
The situation is in your hands, Wyatt.
Thanks.
And I say this is all tomfoolery. Pinky Town not even a part of the United States. Indeed, now. Now, Marshal Earp, you take your deputies out there and arrest that woman.
For what?
Refusing to pay taxes, sedition, treason. Who do these shantytowners think they are? Well, they can't defy the mayor and the city council. We'll put the whole kit and caboodle of them in jail.
Look, the law's against us, Mr. Kelly. And our jail isn't that big.
I know who put Pinky Thomason up to this. Doc Holliday. He's the troublemaker. And I say...
Oh, wait a minute, Your Honor.
And I say this is open rebellion against the peace and dignity of the state.
Oh, no, wait a minute, wait a minute. Look, losing our temper isn't going to get us anywhere. Now, Pinky Town right now is a lost village. We should have annexed Pinky Town before we sent Collector Searles out there. As it is now, Miss Pinky can, well, she can say no taxation without representation, and according to law, she's got us. Now, look, unless we make a deal with Pinky Town, they can refuse to be annexed. Do you understand that?
Secession. Do you defending that?
No, sir.
A deal with Pinky Town. It's ridiculous.
Look, they're Americans, Mayor Kelly. You can't force them into...
Wyatt, there's a big gunfight starting down in Pinky Town.
Who's fighting?
The Circle Star outfit and the Pinky Towners. The deputies are waiting outside.
Those
Excuse me, gentlemen.
What did I say? Just a bunch of rabble-rousers down there.
Doc says he can't come. He promised Wyatt Earp to keep hands off.
Hands off, drat him. I might have known he'd side in with Earp. Go ahead, boys.
Hold your fire, Earp.
Pilot!
All right, now what's going on here?
Ask him. He started it.
I didn't either, Marshal. She wants to charge us 50 cents for every head of cattle we drive through Pinkytown.
Sure, we're raising our own taxes.
Now, wait a minute.
Now, you stay out here with your men. I'll settle this with our lady friend. Come on, let's go inside. Now, stay out here. Go on. All the cattle outfits, they've always driven through Pinkytown. They consider this settlement as part of Dodge.
Well, it ain't, and I guess Doc told you so.
Well, legally, Miss Pinky, you don't belong anywhere.
Well, so we gotta raise some taxes on our own. Is that right, boys? We need a school and a lot of other public improvements. And you know, legally, you ain't got no jurisdiction here. You're just the John Law from Dodge City.
That's right, Earp. Well, I've explained the facts to Mayor Kelly and the city council.
And what do they say?
Miss Pinky, why don't you buy all the boys a drink, huh?
Yeah, sure. Free drinks, Carl. Belly up, boys.
Okay.
All right, I'm listening, Sonny.
Well, Miss Pinky, I always thought you considered yourself an American citizen.
Who said I ain't?
Dr. Holliday.
Oh, he's joking you. I was born in Missouri. I homesteaded Pinkytown before Dodge had grown from a buffalo wallah.
Well, look. Here's a treaty survey. Now, the Cheyenne have reserved this ground here as a burial place. You only have squatters' rights. Technically, Pinkytown isn't American soil.
Well, I'll be.
Now, Pinkytown is named after you. Do you want it to be part of the United States or just a lost village in nowhere?
Doc didn't tell me about this.
Well, you know how Doc is. He's kind of got a grisly sense of humor.
Drat him, making a joke of us. I'll never trust another man again as long as I live.
Miss Pinky, Doc is still on your side. It's just that he isn't going to lift a finger to help Pinkytown get into the United States.
Well, what's the deal?
Well, in the first place, I think you're going to have to...
All right, boys, tear it down. But you agree to pay $100 damage to my place.
$50. Now, wait a minute. I'll get the other 50 from the city treasurer.
Why am I trusting you?
Well, Miss Pinky, I'm not a jokester like Doc. I know how much you folks need a school of your own and other town improvements.
When do we join the USA?
Well, as soon as you get annexed by Dodge City, maybe tomorrow.
And will it still be Pinkytown?
Yes, ma'am. I'll insist on that.
Oh, yeah, but what if Doc Holliday don't agree to the deal?
Well, I'll tell you. You see, Doc is a friend of mine.
Oh, you better not count on that. I mean, if there's any hitch that gets Doc sore, he might go to shooting.
Well, we'll try not to get Doc sore.
I hope not. You'll be the first he'll gun.
Miss Pinky Thomason, the founder of Pinkytown, has agreed to the annexation of this neighboring village to Dodge City. Anyone opposed? The annexation is carried, and this new district will be known as Pinkytown Park in honor of its founder. Any more business to come before the mayor and the council? Chair recognizes Miss Pinky Thomason.
Your Honor, That young Marshal Earp promised us a new school all our own. Now, when do we get it?
The matter of the new school has been taken under advisement, Miss Pinky. You folks in Pinkytown Park will be informed about the school just as soon as possible.
Well, all right.
There was one other item here that I had to bring up.
I don't care. If you didn't mean it, you shouldn't have said it.
Will you listen? Just listen.
No, I won't listen. I made a deal with the Pinkytowners, and that deal included a school.
Wyatt, we haven't got the money.
You got $3,500 in the school fund.
But that's for the new addition to our school.
Well, you won't need a new addition if you put a school up in Pinkytown.
Wyatt, I can't divert that money.
Look,
that
Mr.
money...
Kelly, do you want to riot?
Riot?
Who do you think you're fooling with? Miss Pinky is as violent a woman as they come, and Doc Holliday will back her all the way. Now, look, I made a deal. Those folks have joined Dodge City. They'll pay taxes, but they get a new school. Now, quit playing politics.
Politics, is it? And who authorized you to make any deal?
All right, then call the whole deal off. I'll try to explain it to Doc.
Well, what's he care? He just stirred up those people for a joke.
You don't understand, Doc. He pretends it's a joke. But he probably cares more about that school than anybody else does. He probably hopes his name will be on it, too.
John H. Holliday School? Never.
Good day, Mayor Kelly.
Well?
Taxes, but no school.
How'd that happen?
Well, they got $3,500 in the school fund, but Mr. Kelly's afraid to give it to Pinkytown.
More votes in Dodge, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Look, if you're sore, I can't say that I blame you.
No, but it puts me on a spot with Pinky Thomason.
Can't we stall her?
No, I'll have to raise some money. But I'm too tired right now.
Well, at least you accomplished something, Doc. Pinkytown is now called the Pinkytown Park District of Dodge City.
Pinkytown Park? What idiot thought that up?
I did.
All right, Wyatt. I suppose the good Lord will forgive you.
Look, I was trying to flatter Miss Pinky so she'd go along with the deal.
You flatter too many people, Wyatt.
You trying to pick a fight with me, or is this just your normal bad temper?
Well, now, I must say that's an interesting and intelligent question.
You're the one that got me into this deal, you know. I've been trying to keep peace between Pinkytown and Dodge.
Look, Wyatt, I might have started this fight, but nobody got killed.
No? But they could have. You know, it just occurs to me that you've made an enemy of just about every man in this town.
Except you?
Yeah. Well, I hope we can keep it that way.
Thank you very much.
Oh, come now. You can do better than that, my good man. Let's make it 1, 2, 3. All good things come in threes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Miss Pinky is making a collection for a school fund.
You know, we're right between cattle drives, Doc. I'll have to ask Mr. Beeson if...
Thank you, son.
But Dr. Holliday...
You have a beautiful set of teeth. Paper money first, Miss Pinky. A few coins. Let me see your lowest. Wonderful. And I know you'd like to keep them. Tell Mr. Beeson we send our thanks. Miss Pinky, on to the elephant.
Doc Holliday and Pinky Thomason are shaking down all the joints.
Oh?
Mr. Chalk Beeson complained to me it's nothing but plain robbery.
Doc wearing a gun?
No, but he's sure pushing them.
It can't be robbery. It's just free will donations to a worthy cause.
What's it come to?
You shut up. Now I've lost count.
Mr. Lenny Searles is here.
Consternation, let him wait.
Oh, you need a drink. I'll count it. 382 here. What'd you have up to this?
1631.
About 2,000 in all. Can't put up much of a school with that.
You're as bad as my wife. Money and women.
Oh, it ain't that I'm ungrateful, Doc. Goodness knows.
Stop that. Let's keep goodness out of our conversation. Are you good?
Of course, only using the word as a figure of speech.
Well, don't. Reminds me of Wyatt Earp. Lenny. Come on in, Lenny. Lenny!
What's he doing here now?
Never mind. Lenny Searles, you know Pinky Thomason. Rest yourself.
I don't know why I came here.
If you hadn't have come, I would have gone and brought you here. Sit down.
What's the angle, Doc?
This is Mr. Searles, known as Lenny to his ever-loving clients, the city tax collector.
I know that, but
Look,
what's
Pinky, will you please shut up and go outside and
But
wait?
I
Now
want to
get
know.
out.
But all right,
Outside.
Doc, all right.
I really shouldn't be here either, Dr. Holliday.
Sit down. Open your mouth wide. Wider. Lenny, you have the best set of natural teeth for a man your age I've ever seen.
Oh, thanks.
It's too bad I might have to yank them all. Extraction. I'm a dentist, you know.
Look, I don't want my teeth extracted. I never even had a toothache.
Well, that's fine. You collected $3,500 for a school edition.
Yes, sir.
Good. Where is it?
Where? Well, now, I don't see where that's any of your business.
Look, Lenny, I don't have much breath left, and I don't intend to waste any of it on you. Where's that money?
In Mayor Kelly's safe.
Fine. You go and get it.
Look, I can't do that. It's public funds. It'd be stealing. Besides, I don't know the combination of the safe.
All right, open. Wide, real wide.
No. Look, I'll get the money.
Lenny, you better hurry.
Yes, sir.
Bring it here and keep your mouth shut, and that way you'll stop yourself from wearing false teeth.
Yes.
Get out!
Well, that'll get the truth out of you. Now go on, open the door and get in there.
There's only one man in this town you could be this much afraid of, and that's Doc Holliday. Well, it was Doc, wasn't it?
I'm not saying.
Doc made him steal that money. Probably threatened to pull out all his teeth.
Well, I've been warning you against this fellow. For months, I've been warning you.
Doc's too smart to pull a trick like this. I guess he just couldn't raise enough in donations and felt he had to get that school for Miss Pinky.
Wyatt, you defending Holiday even now?
No. You could tell him I want to see him here.
Well, why don't you go arrest him?
Well, there's just a chance I might be wrong, you know. Anyway, I don't tangle with Doc until I'm sure. Just as fast with a gun as I am. Maybe faster.
Well...
Go on, get out of here.
Yes, Mr. Rabbit.
What's the charge, Deacon?
No charge. Lenny Searles took the school fund. Did he give it to you?
He did. $3,500.
I think you better put it on the desk.
Sorry, Wyatt. I got a better use for it.
Look, Doc, you're not thinking straight. Searles is afraid to talk, so why don't you just give the money back and nothing will be said or done.
Does Pinky Town get the school?
Now, you know I can't promise that.
It's too bad, Wyatt. I'm walking out that door. If you follow me, I'll gun you.
Doc. Throw the money down. Or I guess you'll have to try and gun me. Doc. Thanks.
You're an idiot, Wyatt. Pinky and I were going to name that school after you.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
What's your hurry, Injun?
I thought you promised Marshal Earp not to make any more trouble.
No trouble. I just want to have a sociable talk. Come on in here, huh?
Stop that!
Oh, what are you doing? Being hard to get?
You let go of me! I have a gun. You
give me that. Why, you little wild...
Hold it! You go on down and join your husband. Go on.
You shot me.
I'll take care of you. Go on. Get inside.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Marriages between white men and Indian girls happened rarely, even on the Kansas frontier of 1877. Despite this sentimental guff written about squaw men, the strongest barrier to such marriages was the sacrifice demanded of any Indian girl who dared to marry a white man. Fighting tribes like the Sioux, the Apaches, and the Cheyenne greeted such romances with deadly anger. Marshal Earp would rather face a great gunman than become involved with a white husband and an Indian wife.
I'll be a squaw man in a Dodge hotel.
You're going upstairs.
That's something. Ain't a bad looking filly either.
I left my gun out in the wagon. I'll meet you outside.
I'll be with you in just a second, Mr. Squaw Man.
What's it all about, mister?
Never mind. Let's get out of range.
You're a slow hand, Mr. Jones. This young fella's sore and he's sober.
He insulted me and my wife. Oh, you're the marshal.
Look, Mr. Jones is a slow hand with a gun. He's been drinking. You want an apology or an easy gunfight?
An apology.
Look, I'm trying to save your life. Either you apologize or I stand aside and let you shoot it out.
So I apologize. Look, my wife and boy are in
When
there.
I stop a gunfight, I aim to keep it stopped.
I'm sorry. Are you Wyatt Earp?
That's right.
Well, then, from what I've heard about you, I'll have a chance to explain the trouble.
All right. We'll take a walk and cool off.
Dick?
Well, first, I'd like you to meet my wife, Mrs. Melanie. Laura, this is Marshal Wyatt Earp.
Howdy, man. Your husband was going to kill Mr. Jones, and I didn't think he should.
Well, no. Thank you. I left the baby inside. I better go back.
I'll be right along, honey.
I remember now. Your wife is the daughter of Two Moon, chief of the Cheyenne. You folks got a cattle spread up north on the Wyoming line.
Well, now, how did you know that?
Well, I got a couple of Cheyenne friends, Mr. Brother and Mr. Cousin. They gossip. Come on, we'll take that walk.
Without Laura, I'd still be a busted cowhand working cattle somewhere in Texas. Sit down, sir. She stood by me through 2 blizzards, a drought, and nursed me through a fever. I owe her more than any man should owe a woman.
Well, any husband with a good wife feels the same way.
Well, this isn't the same kind of love, Marshal. She broke with her people for me. I urge this trip because I want to prove to her that she's my wife no matter what part of the country we're in. And for all time. You think I'm wrong?
No, Mr. Melanie, I just think you got a special kind of a problem, but that doesn't mean you got to go around fighting with every stupid sidewinder that makes remarks. You know, I've heard Indians make remarks, too. You couldn't print what some of them say.
Well, my father-in-law doesn't think too much of me.
Old Two Moon? Yeah, he's a real tough customer. Well, you'll be all right once you get east to Kansas City. Out here, a lot of blood has been spilled on both sides. I happen to think the Indians got a pretty rotten deal, but, well, the Indians aren't angels either.
Well, Laura admits that. Unless she remembers how our people are outnumbered.
Mr. Melanie, I'm ashamed to say this, but I advise you to stick close to the hotel. Your train leaves in the morning.
I know. Well, we won't give you cause for any more trouble. And thank you, Marshal.
Yeah. Let's get back to the hotel.
Oh. Who is it?
It's your husband, Laura.
Oh. Oh.
Well, that's better. Why the locked door, huh?
That man is still in the hotel.
Oh, it's just a stupid drunk. Hello, son. There's nothing sissy about this kid. Takes after your father.
Some, but more you. What did Mr. Earp have to say?
Oh, nothing much. He thinks we ought to keep off the streets. Just to avoid another hoodlum like Jones.
So we must hide from white people.
Only in Dodge City, honey.
It's that Custer fight. My father told me the Sioux were trying to run away, and Custer charged them with his pony soldiers. So you and I have to hide.
All right. I have to go to the depot and buy tickets. You and Grant come with me. We won't hide.
Hide?
What else?
No. I am bad-tempered. You go to the station, but you leave your gun here. Mr. Earp is a good man, and we will do as he says. Now go quickly, and I'll prepare food for us.
Now, that's my girl. Oh, you can heat Little Chief's milk in the hotel kitchen. And don't forget to boil it, huh?
I am stupid, dirty Indian?
Oh, no, we smoked a peace pipe, remember?
Yes, I remember. My sweetheart.
I'll be back.
Now, you be a good boy, and I'll be right back. I'll bring you some milk.
Well, hello now. There's nothing to be scared of. I like engines.
Please, I'm going to the kitchen.
Well, no hurry. Come on now, let's have a drink.
No,
huh?
no, stop. Let go of me. I have a gun.
Oh, sure. You're a bad little engine. You little... Oh.
I'll shoot you in the head this time.
No.
Are you going back in your room and stay there? Where's your husband?
He went to the depot to buy tickets.
I'll talk to him about this. Are you going back in your room? Get you to a doctor. Caused enough trouble around here.
She shot me.
I don't care.
Let me explain it. She'll think you're going to put her in jail.
Look, she shot him in self-defense. I can explain that.
I knew it.
Grant and I go back to our people. We love you, but we are Cheyenne. Laura.
I can catch him if you give me a fast horse.
Just take it easy. Sit down. You know your wife better than to try forcing her to come back. You got any idea where Two Moon is? North or west and a dozen trails to follow.
I should never have left him alone. Two Moon will keep them. I know him.
Maybe. Let's see what Mr. Cousin and Mr. Brother have to say about this. So you stay here.
Girl who talk white go to mission school. Tumu not like it. Then she marry Mr. Maloney. Tumu not like it. Then she have son, named boy after President Grant. Tumu not like that either. He like Horace Greeley.
All right, Mr. Cousin. Where's Mrs. Melanie now?
Wyatt Earp out there, Tumu chatso.
Mr. Earp Chukma, Iminoble, E.
Girl who talk white and little boy go to Tumun's camp. She's afraid she get put in jail for shooting bad white men.
How did you know about that?
You sent for us. We asked Tumun if it's all right. He not like it.
Well, Two Moon never likes anything. Now, which way to his camp?
Only soldier after Tumun. We tell, he kill us.
Is his camp far away? All right. You asked Two Moon to meet me on the trail. Half a day ride from his camp.
What if he say no, Mr. Earp?
Well, then I'll take a posse and find Two Moon. There'll be a lot of bang-bang.
Bacaldo Ijeaje, bang bang, Tumun.
Push no, Iminoble, KO, Tumu.
Mr. Brother wants to know if you promise not to kill Tumun.
I won't kill Two Moon, but you can tell him this for me. If he doesn't talk this over peaceably, he isn't going to live too long. If we have to raid that camp, their bullets are going to be flying awful thick.
Ate tejo. You camp here, my good friend. We tell Tumun.
Your grandson is a smart little fella.
Why you say little white talk is smart?
Well, his father gave him some toy soldiers and Indians, and he pulled the arms and legs off half of the soldiers so it'd be easier for the Indians to scalp them. Now, why don't you send your daughter back to her husband?
White husband is a coward.
Oh?
Cowhand insult my daughter. Is Cowhand dead?
Your daughter wounded him.
Brave husband fight for wife. Let white husband kill Cowhand. Bring his body to me. Then I will talk with him.
Well, I can't make any promises for Mr. Melanie. Now tell him what you said.
A good beefsteak.
Yes, sir. Would you like to have a little bit?
Thank you.
Nice family you married into. Your father-in-law wants you to kill Rex Jones and bring the body into camp.
Well, I can't do that.
Yeah, I know.
Jones hit the trail for Texas this morning. Oh, I wouldn't have tried to gun him down. I'm not Cheyenne, and I don't take orders from Two Moon.
Well, I'll get a hold of Sheriff Masterson. We'll round up some deputies and raid the camp.
No deal.
Look, I can do it legally. Grant's your little boy, and Two Moon kidnapped him.
Two Moon wouldn't harm him and Lawyer, but the young braves might. Just loan me your Cheyenne friends. Laura must be pretty well sick of life in a Cheyenne lodge by now. I think I can talk her into leaving with me.
Sure, and get yourself killed, too. You know, you're not very popular with that old Indian.
Two Moon thought he owned Laura. Wish me luck, huh?
Well, I'm going along, too. Meet me over at the jail, huh? You know, Mr. Brother and Mr. Cousin aren't like horses and guns. You can't borrow them. Now, I can find Two Moon, but it's going to take a little longer.
Quiet.
What's the matter, Al?
Well,
Go on.
we had to shoot three-fingered Finnegan.
What?
He cut loose on Jocko, winged him in the gun arm.
Finnegan dead?
Yes, sir.
Come here. Where's the body?
At the coroner's.
All right. I want you to snatch that body tonight and follow my trail in the morning.
But why?
That's an order. Now, I'll take the blame. Go on. Well?
You have risked your life for us many times. We do what you say.
Good. Bring that saddlebag with.
Laura.
No, there's danger. My father's having us watched. You must go quick.
We rode all night to get here, Laura. Now, Wyatt, brother and cousin are back there close by. We can all leave together. Now, come on.
No, they will kill you. The boy and I are happy here. Please, goodbye.
You're not a very good liar, huh? Now, come on.
Carlo?
Ishkaya.
We shoot.
No, we get out of here.
Here comes, sir.
What are they saying?
Masha, indeed.
Young man want to shoot Mr. Melanie. Girl who talks white says she must talk to Two Moon first.
We saw. Newalani, nota.
Hey, how am I lego? Girl having her way. I hope Marshal Earp goes back to Dodge City.
Now, you two skedaddle out of here. You've done all you can, and I thank you very much.
You stay here?
No.
Where then?
None of your business. Now, go on. The two of you right out of here pronto.
Mr. Earp, Two Moon, eh?
Mr. Brother thinks you go to Two Moon's camp. Is that true?
Two Moon will listen to me.
Why?
Mr. Cousin, like you said, this is a family row. Two Moon is a father-in-law. Father-in-laws like to talk a lot. He'll want to tell his side of the story before he does anything to Mr. Melanie.
We stay here and claim body of Marshal Earp.
Am I invited to wedding? No. Am I told that little white talk is coming? No. Am I asked to see my own grandchild? No. What is Two Moon? Low dog? Coward in battle? I am chief of the Cheyenne.
Mr. Melanie was wrong.
Wrong. He is a disgrace to me and my people. What is Melanie? A soldier? No. A brave man with a star like you? No, he is nothing. He has a few cattle, land he stole from the Arapaho. My daughter married a thief as well as a coward. No more talk. He dies.
If you let me talk to Mr. Melanie, it may stop a war.
There'll be no war.
Oh, yes. If you kill him and me, the army will be after you.
I do not touch Marshal Earp.
You young braves will get excited and finish me off. It's too bad. Soldiers and Indians dying over a family quarrel. I thought Two Moon was a smart chief.
Wait. What do you say to Melanie?
I tell him he was a complete fool.
What else?
That I would have to take your side.
You stand up for Indian?
You love your grandson. He should be allowed to visit you. And you should always be welcome in Mr. Melanie's home.
I do not like the name Grant. What about the name?
Well, I think he should be christened Grant Two Moon Melanie. And you should be invited to the christening.
Your heart is good. You talk with this man.
And I'm bound to say that I sympathize with Two Moon. After all, he is your son's grandfather, you know.
Wasn't all my doing.
Laura?
You know how Cheyenne treat their women. Laura came back from mission school. She found her father had stopped trying to act civilized. She was a chief's daughter, but she was his property.
Well, I think the boy has changed Two Moon. His first grandson.
Move closer. Laura gave me her gun inside my shirt.
Well, I'll take it. But first, I want to talk to Two Moon again. Tell him that you're sorry. That he'll be treated like a grandfather.
He wants more. You'll see. Now, quick, light me a smoke. And take the gun.
How'd you get him?
I talked to your chief.
Hey, homie.
Where's Wyatt?
He talked to Two Moon.
I stole the body he wanted. Now, what's the plan?
He no tell. I think we wait here.
Well, I better not go barging in any Cheyenne camp until Wyatt says so.
I give you my word. Mr. Melanie's heart has changed. You will belong to his family after this. But it isn't going to help any. You're keeping him and Laura and little Grant Two Moon prisoner.
You forget something.
What?
Cowhand insult my daughter. Where is body?
You'll get the body.
When?
Look, I've taken your side. Mr. Melanie has promised to act decent. And all you can think about is cruel Indian revenge.
Apamo. Ayatako.
No. Now, you walk out of here with your hands up. Go on.
Pechitanopa.
Now, I'm taking the Melanies out of this camp. Any objections from you and you'll be shot. Now, tell your men to get in front of you and walk.
Opanichi. Opanichi.
Come on. Hold it. Now, bring out your daughter and her son.
No shooting, Hal, no! Hal, no shooting!
Did you bring the man that Dick killed?
He's back there in the wagon.
Bring him here. I will look at him. Get Melanie and my grandson. Look with care, my daughter. Is that the man?
Yes. He is the man who insulted me.
Then you are not a coward. Take your wife and go.
Not without my son.
Now tell your grandfather you will see him soon.
You will all leave. Except Marshal Earp. All go. My daughter is still mine. She grabbed gun for fear you shoot. My grandson is mine. He hold my hand real tight. True. I will try to like my son-in-law. But that is not body of man who insult my family. This is Three Fingers Finnegan. Your own men shoot him in Dodge City. I would say this for Marshal Earp. He keep face like Indian. Check my hot dog. Check my hot dog. You think little Two Moon look like me?
Yes, sir. I think there's a strong resemblance.
Good. You go now.
Thank you, Chief.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be
You sure that's Wyatt Earp down there riding shotgun? Wells Fargo advertised he's going to take that stage through to Hays, Kansas. There's the ad. Read it yourself. The point is, what are we going to do about Earp?
Gonna kill him and rob the stage.
You mean take all the boys and ride down there and blast him, huh?
No, this time we're gonna use an old engine trick. Earp won't die right away, but in the end, he'll be just as dead.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt's old friend and former employer, Wells Fargo and Company, operated an important stage line connecting the Santa Fe at Dodge City with the Union Pacific at Hays, Kansas. 100 miles of wilderness stretched between the two railroads. It was a natural hunting ground for the stage robbers, and in 1878, the Purvis gang moved south to prey upon the shipments of money and bullion entrusted to Wells Fargo. Packing guns, drunk and disorderly in the street, fist fight. Anything else?
Yeah, this one resisted arrest.
That's probably 5 more days for you. Well, howdy, Mr. Tom Russell.
Howdy, Wyatt.
Mr. Masterson, put him in the cell. Come on back for the powwow.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Now, you look pretty good shape.
Feel pretty good.
Wells Fargo never thinks of me anymore unless they're in some kind of trouble. Now, what brings a chief special agent all the way from San Francisco?
The whole Purvis gang is camped at your back door.
Sit down. Now, they're operating in Hodgman and Pawnee counties, aren't they?
Yeah, I know it isn't your territory, so the company forgives you.
Well, that's nice. Hey, that's a mighty handsome ring you got there. New, isn't it?
Old-timer's ring. The company just started awarding him.
Old-timer's ring, huh? Well, I like the design.
You stamp it in red wax on a letter, and the big chief himself reads it. And all the power and glory of Wells Fargo is at my command.
Well, I'm an old-timer. They ought to give me one.
Maybe they will.
What's the catch?
Find me a map of Kansas, Wyatt. I'll show you.
All right.
And you know, we're supposed to be like the Texas Rangers. Touch a Wells Fargo stage, and if it takes 10 years, we'll get you.
Well, you always do, Mr. Tom.
Well, that sure makes for a lot of long chases, though.
Ah, that's just the point, Mr. Masterson. The Purvis outfit are real rough boys. They don't scare easy.
Hard men, huh?
Wyatt and I were joshing before you came in. He wants an old-timer's ring like this one.
Very nice.
I told him there'd be a catch.
Yeah, what is it?
Ride shotgun on one of our stages, north to Hayes. And let us advertise in the local paper that you're going to do it.
Oh, wait a minute. Wyatt'd be asking for trouble, Mr. Russell.
Yes, he would.
I can think of a lot more sensible ways of you getting killed.
Mr. Russell's got the makings of a good idea. I'm your man on one condition. You and Mr. Masterson follow behind me with a posse.
How close?
10 miles.
Well, what good would that do? You'd be dead and the money gone.
Mr. Masterson, I'm asking Wells Fargo to do me a big favor.
A posse? I don't quite understand why.
I want the Purvis gang caught. If they do jump the stage, you'll be close enough behind to pick up a fresh trail, not 10 years from now either.
All right, Wyatt. I'll wire the main office and see if I can get permission. And don't let Mr. Masterson talk you out of it. I'll be at the hotel, Wyatt.
Right, see you later.
You and Wells Fargo. What, have they got a mortgage on you or something?
No, I owe them, Mr. Masterson. They gave me a job when I was nothing but a kid. They trusted me with passengers, teams, and money. Why do you think you owe me?
Well, that's different.
Oh. I took you on when you were just 20 years old as a deputy.
Well, yeah, but that's personal. You Wells Fargo's a big company.
No, sir. It's a fine name, and they got a great reputation. No, they fought for law and order in trails that you never rode and in towns that you never heard of.
All right. Well, look, will you make the distance to the posse 5 miles?
No. Purvis and his gang would see the dust at 5 miles. You'd scare them off.
10 miles. And I promise to give you a decent Christian burial.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Masterson.
20. Wells Fargo and their $20 bills. I'm gonna write their president and tell him to send their payroll shipments in hundreds.
Hey, Danny.
Oh, shut up. You made me lose my place.
This pile, Danny.
Thanks.
This is something you ought to see.
A newspaper? I never read them.
You better read this one. They hired Wyatt Earp to ride shotgun.
Wyatt Earp? Our regular stage bound for Hayes and Northern Points will leave Dodge City at 9 a.m. as usual tomorrow. Marshal Wyatt Earp will ride shotgun. The stage will carry men passengers only, and they will ride at their own risk. Wells Fargo and Company.
You know, Danny, if Wyatt Earp is riding shotgun, there must be an awful lot of money on that stage.
Pinkham, you got a brain. Of course there's a lot of money on it. 20.
Now, Mr. Masterson, I want you to give us exactly a 1 hour head start. You'll be traveling faster than us, so I want you to make check stops here, Jones Hill here, right at the beginning of the Narrows, making time allowances. Now, we all know the schedule of the stage. I have a firm agreement with the Wells Fargo Company to keep that posse 10 miles back at all times. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'm still against taking passengers, Wyatt. I think we should pile freight in the coach.
Well, that'd be a dead giveaway. Now, that gang has never hurt any passengers yet. Now, the agent over at the stage depot has been told to repeat the warning that people are going to be traveling at their own risk. Besides, we may not have any passengers, in which case I suggest we load with freight.
I'll settle for that.
You know, actually, I don't think Purvis is going to jump us. Not because I'm riding shotgun, but because I think he'll smell a trap.
He's not that smart.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I agreed to this deal. Just how smart is Danny Purvis? I've always been a fool for questions like that. Right, Hal?
Yeah. No, you're a fool for Wells Fargo.
Well, I'll tell him the truth, Mr. Tom.
The truth?
Well, sure. I've always wanted an old-timer's ring like yours. Say, who's going to be driving number 8?
Pat Duncan.
Well, he's a good man, but I'd rather have Milt Caney.
Milt's loco.
Well, Mr. Masterson, in order to be a great stage driver, you gotta be a mite local. Now, you, put Milt Caney on the box. I rode with him once through an Apache ambush on the Phoenix Trail. He was popping Indians off the lead horses with a black snake whip. It was like swatting flies.
All right, Wyatt. Milt Caney.
I just got one final question, Mr. Tom.
What's that?
Does your company pay for Wyatt's funeral?
All expenses, Bat.
Let's break this up. Tomorrow may be a busy day.
Before you buy your tickets,
Read that.
Well, what does it say?
Our regular stage bound for Hayes and Northern Points will leave Dodge City at 9 a.m. as usual tomorrow. Marshal Wyatt Earp will ride shotgun. The stage will carry men passengers only, and they will ride at their own risk.
There must be robbers in the trail, or they wouldn't be warning us.
So what if there are? There's gold in the Black Hills.
We could wait one day, Sammy.
Gold claims don't wait. I'm going.
Okay.
What? I think it's much ado about nothing.
Well, could be, Milt.
I've got to write them bosses in San Francisco another letter. They ain't answered my last one yet. And they ain't sent me my old-timer's ring, neither.
Well, give them time. They've been kind of busy.
What? You was always a clean-living boy. How do you stand with him now?
Him? You mean the good Lord? Well, I guess I can only claim a fair to middling rank.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Well, thank you. That's mighty kind of you.
Oh, take nothing. You imps of Satan. Do you see this? I want you to keep a tight trace on this trip, and I don't want no biting and snorting and staggering. You hear me? What? You check the passengers. I've got to cuss these horses in a quiet way. Now, Joe, I want to tell you something.
Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. But there are no women allowed on this trip.
Who's putting me off? My name is Wilkins, young man, and I'm a great-grandmother. My first great-grandson was born up the Hayes last week, and I aim to see him. And I aim to go on this coach.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Wilkins, but you see, the company thinks there's going to be some trouble.
Trouble? I've had trouble all my life.
I'm sure you could postpone your trip one day. You see, there's liable to be some shooting.
Young man, when you get to be my age, you don't postpone things. Now, you just climb up there in the boot, young fella, and if the bandits give you any trouble, I'll give you a hand.
Yes, sir.
3 passengers, Marshal Earp.
4.
Huh?
Grandma Wilkins is going along.
Oh, no. The company gave me strict orders.
All right, you pull her off.
You just try it, and there'll be a fight.
Will you explain it to Wells Fargo, Mr. Earp?
Yeah.
All right, there's the money box. You sign here.
I'm Sam Price, Marshal. This is my partner, Ned Hilling. Clayton. Lee Clayton.
Mr. Price, Mr. Hilling, Mr. Clayton. Climb aboard, gentlemen.
Wyatt's wrong, you know. They're gonna jump him just as soon as he gets across that county line.
Wyatt said 10 miles. I gave him my word.
Hal.
Yeah?
Look, I think we ought to follow Wyatt closer. How do you boys feel?
Same as you do, but Wyatt's running the show. He said to wait an hour. I always try to be reasonable.
All right, then we go.
In 45 minutes.
Look, Mr. Russell.
Matt, hold it. Mr. Russell's straining a point already.
Yeah.
Well, do we take it from here, Danny? Nope. We'll wait and see if a posse's following them. Then we'll ride along either side of them at rifle range. You understand? You mean pick off Earp and the driver? If we can shoot that good. If we can't, we'll have to move in a little closer and drop some of the horses. And then close in. Go divide the boys so we'll have some guns on the west side, too. Wait a minute. I don't want any of that fancy Jesse James stuff until I give the word. Yes, sir. Bill, Ed, Charlie, you go over the other way.
Why can't we have some air in here?
The sun's on that side. It'll burn you up.
Second, we don't want to be setting ducks.
What?
We don't want to make ourselves targets for road agents.
City fellers. Road agents. They wouldn't jump us here. We're too close to Dodge City.
Grandma's right.
Do they usually shoot at the passengers?
Not unless some tarnation idiot shoots at them.
Won't we be expected to help Mr. Earp? Well, that's what he's hired for.
Correct, Sonny, correct. But you let Mr. Clayton here help Marshal Earp, if it comes to that.
Not me, Grandma.
Oh, you're a gunfighting man, sure. I took a good look at your gun and holster. That holster's Texas hide, cured stiff for a quick draw, and all the blue ones worn off the front side of your coat. You got the eyes of a gunfighting man.
Relax, friends. I don't help no John Law.
Oh, drat it. There, I dropped a stitch. Now, that's bad luck.
Is that Earp riding shotgun? Too far to tell. As they come abreast of us, we'll start playing Indian with them.
Milt, riders. Do you suppose they want us?
Yeah. Pull them up. I gotta get those passengers out.
Whoa!
Ho, ho! Ho!
What are we stopping here for?
What's wrong?
Sorry, folks, but this is as far as we go.
What's happened?
Outlaws, Mr. Kenny and I are going to try to make a run for it. The rest of you out. Come on, Grandma.
I will not. I'm comfortable.
Well, I want out. Come on, Sammy.
No, I've got a gun, Marshal. I'll help.
Come on, get out of there.
Well, shall we dust him? Not yet. I'll tell you when.
There's a posse following us. You just wait here.
Come on, Mr. Clayton. Come on, Grandma.
Come on.
No.
Should I lift her up?
Yeah, but take it easy. Come on.
You just try it, you old coot, and I'll pick your eyes out with my knitting needles.
Come on, Grandma.
Now.
Get forward, them bullets.
I'll stay with Grandma.
All right.
Here, now save your cartridges. It's still a rifle fight.
I got a hunch they jumped Wyatt.
10 miles behind, Wyatt said.
Well, that doesn't go anymore. You come with me, or you mosey along with Russell?
Well, if you want to go fast, I'll race you there. Hiya!
All right.
We can't outrun them, Wyatt. Let's stop and make a fight of it.
Head for those boulders up there.
Okay.
Stay down there. You want to get yourself killed?
No. If I stay down there, I will get myself. Look at that. Good. I knew it. I knew you could do it. Come on.
I'm hit, Wyatt. In the shoulder.
Give me the ring.
You all right?
Reload as fast as you can. Ed, you and Charlie and Fred keep after them. The rest of us will cut across through the narrows over here. They can't travel as fast over there.
No, they certainly can't.
We'll pick them off. Now go ahead and keep Wyatt apart so they won't know we split up. Clayton! Mr. Clayton!
Mr. Clayton's been hit!
How bad?
Well, you don't hear him shooting, do you? I picked up his revolver. I'm reloading. What happened? They give up?
No, Grandma, I don't think so. It's some kind of a trick. Probably reloading back there somewhere. Here they come. Well, you keep down so you don't get yourself shot. Hey, let's go. Come on.
Come on, Mr. Katie.
I'm afraid it can't be much help, Wyatt.
I know, but come on down.
Just try to keep the blood stopped.
Come on.
Get him over there on the rock.
Right. I'll take care of him now. Oh, just get out of my way now, right? Say, what are you doing that for, sonny?
Trying to prevent a wreck and a runaway. Purvis knows we're heading into winding roads. He's cut his men in half. Sent half of them cross country so they could pop up in front of us. Hey, get going. Whoa.
The minute that firing started again, those horses had run off and gotten themselves into a wreck. Busted up that stage.
Well, that's real good thinking, son. No sense in busting up a good stage and killing animals.
Come on, Milt. There. Grandma, pick up that Winchester. Let's go up the hill. Let's go. Watch yourself. Just take it easy.
Dad,
Get down in there, Milt. Stay there. Grandma, get up in the rock to the left. Come on. In the left. Now stay behind that rock. Start reloading that Winchester. Milt, you keep under cover.
I sure like a young feller that's got a brain, and you got one.
Hush up, Grandma. Here they come. Grandma, save your shots. You just keep reloading, I'll do the firing.
Posse better show up before we run out of bullets.
One, sonny. How many are there?
I can't tell. Here, reload that Budline special. Give me that Winchester.
Well, this might have been a good trick for Indians, but we ain't Indians. I think we ought to hide the horses and try to take Earp on foot.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Say, hope I didn't spoil nothing, sonny. This darn thing almost jammed on me.
Thank you, Grandma. Hey, you're a pretty rugged gal.
Yeah, always was. But you should have known my grandma. Oh, Grandma was a case. Drat him.
well, Grandma.
Say, here comes some men. Are they ours?
Well, they better be. Posse coming.
Determined cuss, ain't he? Some people just won't stop at nothing.
You stay put. Drop your belts. Come on, Milt. All right, Riot. I told you 10 miles was too far. Stop yakking and go pick up the wounded.
All right, Wyatt.
Hey, you tough old buzzard. You're going to be good as new in a couple of weeks.
You folks sure did a good job. I can't make a Wells Fargo speech for you. Well, here. Mail it back when you get yours.
Well, thank you, Mr. Tom. Milt, hold out your good hand.
No joking.
Sure, you earned it. Now, when Wells Fargo sends you your own, why, you just mail that one back to Mr. Tom.
My old timer's ring. But I didn't pay for Wells Fargo. I only cussed their horses.
Say, Sonny, come on. Let's get moving. That little baby will be walking before his grandmother ever gets up to Hayes.
Grandmother, he may be walking by the time we find those horses. Hey, Hal, give me a hand, will you?
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Where you been?
Earp caught Will Day just outside of Dodge, threw him in jail.
Earp is sure sore about our getting those Indians. You reckon Dade'll talk?
No, but Tom Bates blew the whistle on us. Gave our names. Earp and Masterson made trails down here.
Well, if that's true, we better start for Texas.
Yeah.
We already have the Cheyennes and the Army in our tail roof.
I ain't worried about them. You think Earp would come in here with a big posse?
They say he seldom uses a posse.
Me, I vote for Texas, and we leave right now.
Hold it, Sammy. There's some fast guns in this camp. They'd like nothing better than to catch Earp out here in the brush.
He ain't foolish enough to ride down into the Forks alone.
Then again, maybe he is. What's the sense in running to Texas? We might miss a chance to bushwhack Earp. With a lot of friends to help us.
Roof's got it figured, Sam.
Why, sure. Let Earp make the next move. If he comes snooping around here, we'll deal him the dead man's hand.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
4 notorious outlaws known as the Dry Gulchers murdered Wyatt Earp's Indian friend, Mr. Brother, and wounded Mr. Cousin, his other Indian friend, in an ambush. Marshal Earp vowed to bring all 4 of these hoodlums to justice. He quickly caught one Dry Gulcher, but the other 3 fled to an outlaw stronghold near the Cimarron River. Then Wyatt and Bat Masterson disagreed as to the best method of capturing the remaining 3.
Look, I know that hoodlum hideout they call the Forks. Grant and Lee couldn't pick a better defensive position. Get the Cheyenne. Get that army detachment. Get all our deputies and a big posse besides, and then you might stand a chance. Now, am I right or not? You know I'm right. You're just acting stubborn.
Look, there's no real evidence the Gulchers are hiding in that camp. Now, I might look pretty silly going down there with a whole lot of men, as you suggest.
Well, how are you going to look if the Gulchers are at the Forks?
I look pretty sharp.
Huh.
Now, Mr. Bates gave me a pretty good description of Averill, Wilson, and Prentice. I told Mr. Cousin I'd get all of them, and that's what I aim to do. Those Indians did a lot for me. I'm sorry they killed Mr. Brother. I'm glad that Mr. Cousin is still alive.
Wyatt, listen, it's plain suicide to go into the Forks, especially alone.
Well, it's got to be done. Goodbye, Mr. Masterson.
We're not burying you in the new cemetery. It's Boot Hill for you. They'll kill us both, you know that.
Well, I didn't invite you to the party.
No. But I've got to bring your remains back to Dodge. I owe you that much.
Well, that's mighty fine of you, Mr. Masterson. Thanks.
But if they get me too, it's going to be on your head. Young Wolf, the Army, and the Texas Rangers could run those hoodlums down. But oh no, you promised Mr. Cousin.
And Mr. Brother.
Uh-oh, the Army. Well, we get a break.
You let me do the talking.
Oh.
Who are you men?
Howdy, Lieutenant.
I asked your names.
Well, my name is Earp, and this fellow's Masterson.
Earp Masterson. Take him down. You're cattlemen, I assume?
Yeah, we work for the Crazy D outfit.
Crazy D. In Texas?
Yeah.
Make a note of that, Sergeant. Do they look like any of the men we want?
No, sir. The Gulchers wouldn't be eating out here on the trail in plain sight.
Gulchers? Who's that?
4 desperados. They robbed an Indian Bureau train, killed one Indian and badly hurt another. The wagon train was carrying money and government mail. I don't suppose they'd know anything about it?
No, sir.
One question, men.
Fire away, Lieutenant.
Do either of you know the shortest trail to the Forks? It's somewhere near the Cimarron River.
Forks? Yeah.
It's about 15 miles, Lieutenant. Stay right on that trail there till you get to the cottonwoods at Sand Creek, and then you turn west.
Got that, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, men. All right, let's move out. Forward! Ho!
You think they'll gallop all the way to New Mexico?
No. That sergeant will finally convince that shavetail that he's been had.
Well, forward, Marshal. We attack the Forks within the hour.
You still got that soldier suit?
Right here.
I was just thinking, don't look like Earp's coming. We still got the soldiers and Indians after us. Sammy, listen to this.
Yeah?
We've got to scatter again. Maybe it'd be a good idea for Dick to put on his soldier suit and join the Army.
You mean start them after the Indians? Oh, I don't know, Rube.
It'd be easy. You've been in the cavalry. Just pretend you're from the agency with word that a pack of Cheyenne have jumped the reservation.
Slick idea, Roof. That'll get them both off our trail. Well, all right, but when do we join up again?
Over the line in Bracos.
And then we double back and dig up the money, eh?
That's it, but I...
Injun! Pack of Cheyenne heading toward us, about 8 miles south.
How many?
Looks like around 20.
Any of you boys here done anything to the Indians lately?
No.
And they can't be looking for anybody here. All right, relax. Reservation jumpers, I reckon.
No, probably.
Relax, boys.
You ain't here.
Wyatt, I'm the one who should go in. Some hoodlum's bound to spot you. You've thrown too many of them in jail.
All right, I'll match you for it.
All right. You're matching me.
That's right. What do you got?
Tails, I win.
All right, that's the deal. What's your story?
I tell him I'm a Texas lone wolfer running from the Rangers. Tell him I saw a cavalry detachment headed west and north of camp. They asked me about the wagon train holdup. I'm scared. Aim to keep running.
Well, that's plausible. If you're not back in an hour, I'm going in.
You better make it an hour and a half.
No, 1 hour. Now go on. Good luck.
Hey, soldiers on the New Mexico Trail north of camp.
What are you telling us for?
Well, I don't like soldiers, friend. You like them? That's no skin off my nose. Thinking of what, I'm a horse?
Help yourself, kid.
Thanks.
Dick. Ever see that kid before?
No?
No. Something don't smell right. Why would he ride right up and warn us about the soldiers?
Well, he saw we were going to quit camp, Ruth. Come on, let's pull out of here.
No. Hold it right here.
Come on, get in the park.
You know that kid?
No, I've never seen him before.
Let's ask him some questions.
All right.
Lift him. Take his gun, Drangle.
Ruth here wants to ask you something, kid.
Go ahead.
You know Wyatt Earp or Bat Masterson?
I heard of him. Why?
Masterson's just about your age.
There's plenty of fellows just about my age. Look, I'm on the run. I saw a cavalry detachment on the trail, so I told him and his pals as a favor. What's the idea of getting tough?
Ruth's on the run himself. He's a mite nervous, that's all.
Just do me a favor, Drangle. Hold this kid for about an hour.
You calling me a John Law? Give me my gun.
That's enough. Hit the trail, Ruth. I'll give the kid time to simmer down.
Thanks, Drangle.
No gunfights in camp, son. Boys come here to rest their nerves.
Try to do a man a good turn, and I get called a John Law.
Forget it, huh? Play a few hands of poker, and then you can be on your way.
How about my gun?
Sure. We ain't scared of you. You know, I bet that quick temper of yours is what got you into trouble.
Yeah.
Tell the soldiers all about the engines. As soon as you can slip away, meet us over in Fracos.
I'll try. Watch yourselves. You better watch yourself. See you later, Dick.
So long. Everybody in? Yeah. King's full.
Beats my sailing.
Right. Well, I gotta be traveling.
I wouldn't go yet, kid. You've won a lot of money.
Never quit a big winner, kid. Stick around.
A couple more hands, then.
You lost, Trooper?
Well, sir, kind of. I'm trying to find Lieutenant Matthews' detachment. Got a message for him.
Well, he's traveling north and west. Tell you what, you take that trail there about 5 miles to the Big Rock, and, well, you either be there ahead of him or you'll run into him.
Thank you, sir. Thanks very much. Come on.
Good hand.
Gentlemen, that about cleans me out. Tell you, I'll donate this to the pot. That satisfy you?
I promised Ruth you'd stay about an hour. You lack about 10 minutes, son.
Look, I'm not bothering about those fool gulchers.
What did you call them? Did you say gulchers?
That's what they are. I heard about them in Oklahoma. That could be just talk, Mr. Durango.
You talk too much, kid.
Oh, you gabby little squirts. What you been doing? I told you to meet me at the Muddy Springs an hour ago. Look what time it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gus. I was playing cards with these fellas here.
I ought to give you a good pistol whip, and that's what I'll do.
Oh, you just try it.
Shut up! No fighting in this camp. Well, he needs a good pistol whipping. I sprung him loose from a ranger lockup because it was kin to me. But he ain't nothing but a big-headed, sassy squid.
You two don't bring your troubles here. Now get on your horse and get.
Yes, sir. But you don't follow me, Gus.
Who needs to follow you? You go and get out of here.
Not you.
Well, that's thanks you get for helping kinfolk. I always plug that little squirt.
So did I. A couple of times. He's just a kid. Take a lot of patience.
Yeah, they sure do. Yeah, they do. Well, I, excuse the disturbance.
Yeah.
I'll see.
You're quite an actor. Well, that was too close for comfort.
Pretty good yourself. Are any of the gulchers there?
Yeah, all 3 of them. Prentice, the boss man, got suspicious of me.
I saw a young fella dressed in a cavalry uniform heading north and west. He's kind of raw-boned and dark-haired about my height.
Yeah, he was there. Where'd he get the soldier suit?
Well, probably stole it. Let's try and catch that army outfit. He can't be too far away. Come on.
Right.
Dismount! 10-minute rest.
This isn't anywhere near the forks.
No, sir. I think we're on the wrong trail.
You mean those cattlemen lied to us?
Yes, sir. They could have been road agents themselves.
Then why didn't you say so?
The lieutenant is in command, sir.
Well, let's see where we are. We've ridden about 12 miles, almost due west. Corporal Higgins, 2nd Cavalry, reporting, sir.
Yes, Corporal. Major Dunlap of Headquarters Command sent me to find you. A war party of Cheyenne have left the reservation. Headquarters has a report that they may be across the Cimarron.
Very well. My orders.
No written orders, sir.
Why not?
Well, Major Dunlap ain't an academy graduate, sir. He usually gives verbal orders. He just said to tell you to find the engines and escort them back to the reservation.
It's highly irregular. Takes me away from my mission. To arrest 4 robbers. Well, you'll have to wait. Sergeant?
Yes, sir?
We better move south to the Cimarron. Corporal, you familiar with these trails?
I know the shortest way to the river, sir.
Good. You'll act as guide. Attention! Prepare to mount. Mount!
Just on the right.
Yeah. We'll cut across that old buffalo stand.
Up! Stand ready. You're under arrest.
Take your hands off me. I'm in uniform and underarms.
You ain't underarms.
What's the meaning of this?
This man's wearing a stolen uniform and he's wanted for murder.
These men must be drunk, Lieutenant.
I don't drink. I'm Marshal Earp of Dodge City, and this is Sheriff Masterson.
Oh, indeed. These are the men that gave us the false direction, Sergeant.
Take your hands off Corporal Higgins.
My star, Lieutenant. I'm also U.S. Deputy Marshal.
Anyone can steal a star. I order you to release the corporal.
This man's a dry gulcher. I saw him with two of his friends in an outlaw camp at the Forks less than an hour ago, and he wasn't wearing a uniform then.
Sergeant, arrest these men.
I'll need help, sir.
No, you won't. We don't fight with the Army.
Even with a lieutenant like this one?
That's enough. Surrender your weapons.
On what charge?
Assaulting a soldier on duty would be my guess. Come on, give me your gun.
Wait till I write General Sherman about this. Would you be good enough to give me your name?
Lieutenant Gerald Matthey, if it's any of your business. Sergeant, take these men to the rear of the column. Corporal Higgins? Yes, sir. You'll continue to act as guide. My detachment is hunting a band of renegade Indians. If they resist us, you men will be moved out of range.
I suggest you move your men out of range, too.
What's that?
Young Wolf has twice as many guns. They'll slaughter you.
Take these men to the rear. Squaw men, I'd guess. Indians must have sent them to slow us up. We'll keep alert, Corporal. Take interval. Single file. Pony soldiers have arrested our friends, Earp and Masterson.
And we take them from the soldiers?
Yes. What the job? Anja, what the job? Up! Horse handler to the rear! Form lines of skirmishers! Dismount!
Weren't you ordered to take us out of range?
This is just a false alarm.
Young Wolf doesn't fire at soldiers for fun. He means it.
Young Wolf, then you were
Here he
serious.
comes.
Hey, you're prisoners.
Hold your fire. I am Young Wolf. Young Wolf, eh? And what are you doing off the reservation with a rifle? I will speak to Marshal Earp and Sheriff Masterson. Pony soldiers take you.
Yes, but they made a mistake. The lieutenant is new. That's one of the dry gulches, that corporal.
No. All right, kill him now, Mr. Earp.
No. The law will hang him.
Sergeant, disarm this Indian.
Better not, sir.
What?
Young Wolf has enough men to whip us, otherwise he wouldn't have come into powwow. I was wrong in advising the lieutenant to arrest Mr. Earp and Mr. Masterson.
If these men are what they claim to be, they have no business being friendly with Indians. I am not intimidated by threat of Indian ambush. I order you to arrest this man.
Don't be a fool, Matthew. You let anybody lay hands on Young Wolf and you'll get a volley from Winchesters that'll knock out this whole column.
I'm in command here.
Before you do that, sir, listen to your sergeant.
The lieutenant is forgetting Corporal Higgins. I think you should put him in arrest and let Marshal Earp talk to Young Wolf.
Very well. Arrest Higgins.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Earp, you will talk to the Indian. You'll tell him that it's my duty to escort him and his men back to the reservation. I don't care what strength he has. I'll do my best to do my duty.
Yes, sir. And you're in real trouble, Young Wolf. You could cut this little outfit to pieces. But the Army'd send a half a regiment after you.
What about Gulcher?
Well, I think I can make a deal with the lieutenant. You agree to go back to the reservation, and he agrees to surrender that man to me.
Then you hang him. Mr. Brother's death must be repaid.
Well, not right now. I've already got one of them in jail. This one will make two. I want all four of them to hang. Mr. Brother was my friend. He was your blood brother. I don't forget that.
They'll all hang from the same gallows, Young Wolf.
I must watch.
Yes.
Good.
Wait here.
And if I'm not Corporal Higgins, who am I? Earp's got no evidence. He and his Indian pals are trying to frame me.
We'll see. Yes?
Lieutenant, young Wolf promises to return to the reservation if you'll surrender this fake corporal to me.
Have you any proof that he's a fake?
Sheriff Masterson identified him as being with 2 other gulches at the Forks.
It's his word against mine. I don't see any Indians. Young Wolf could be bluffing.
Young Wolf, the lieutenant would like to see your men.
Hee-haw! Giacomo! Giacomo!
If the lieutenant will ask for my opinion, sir, I'd say we'd all be dead in about 2 minutes.
I can estimate a military situation. Sergeant?
Yes, sir?
You'll escort the Indians home. Mr. Earp, I'll go with you and Corporal Higgins to Dodge. I think you have the wrong man. And I should be hearing from Major Dunlap of 2nd Cavalry Headquarters. This is just a waste of time. My original mission was to arrest the Gulchers, as you call them. They're in Texas by now.
Got 2 of them sitting there in a cell.
Dade won't like your Corporal Higgins much. Dade got a slug in his shoulder, but there ain't a scratch on that phony corporal.
I can't see why you peeved at the other fellas. As soon as I get out of here and join up with Sam and Roof, we'll figure some way to spring you.
Sure you will.
You blame us because you did something wrong and got caught.
You got caught too, didn't you?
Yeah, but I played it smart. You see, there is a Corporal Higgins in the 2nd Cavalry. He's up north on scout duty. And I saw Major Dunlap in Bracos a couple of days ago on leave. By the time they get it all straightened out, I'll be out of here and on my way to meet the boys.
No, you won't.
Why not?
Never mind. Just forget it.
Keep figuring to rat on me.
What's it? You bust my shoulder.
I'm gonna bust more than that. Help! Help! You won't have that breath. Turn out! Help!
Pull the door open.
Turn them loose.
Now, why was he trying to kill you?
You ain't in the Army. His name is Dick Averill. He's a Gulcher.
So you're a rat.
Well, that's 2 of them. I won't be satisfied until I get all 4. Mr. Brother had expected.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Well, there's Dodge.
Let's go over this again, Clint. When we hit the State National and Dodge, we ain't gonna be playing for pennies.
I still say it's too risky, Matt.
You getting cold feet?
No.
3 different outfits have gone against the State National. Each one of them ran up against Wyatt Earp and his deputies. With my plan, Earp won't know how it happened or who did it. Now listen.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Bank robbery in 1878 ranked with train robbery. They were big money crimes, and only the most desperate men risked their lives attempting them. Thus, when Matt and his half-brother Clint Dunbar got set to take the bank in a big cow town like Dodge City, Marshal Wyatt Earp was facing shrewd, clever operators who would stop at nothing. Well, good morning, Mr. Cummings.
Good morning, Marshal.
How long before the new electric bell's hooked up?
Oh, a couple of hours. Is it that urgent?
Well, I hope not. But the Dunbars got a bank in Wichita last week. Oh, by the way, Mr. Cummings, this is my new chief deputy, Shotgun Gibbs.
Oh, I haven't met Mr. Gibbs, but I've heard about his shotgun.
Old-fashioned gun. She don't run by electricity.
Now, if you fellas ever do have a hold up here, don't try to be heroes. You just kick a switch as soon as you can without causing too much attention.
But won't the robbers shoot at them when the bell rings, if it does?
Well, Mr. Cummings, this is the first electric bell west of Kansas City. I think the Dunbars will even be puzzled.
Howdy, stranger.
Howdy. Water and feed, huh?
Yes, sir.
No hotel don't cost too much?
Sure. Santa Fe House down by the depot.
Thanks.
Say, I like this town. They buy things here.
Well, I'm glad you found some business, Mr. Thurston.
Why, thank you, sir. Tomorrow I'll try and sell you a carpet for your whole stable.
Carpet for the... Oh, go
The name is John B. Thurston, friend. I sell carpets and drapes by mail order. Hanley Brothers, St. Louis.
Then you want a room and a parlor?
Yes, sir, the best. Oh, Mr. Orcutt, one of our salesmen, may join me tomorrow. I'll pay for 2 in advance if you like.
That won't be necessary. You just sign in for yourself. And if Mr. Orcutt comes in, he can register then.
Thank you, friend. Yes, sir. Dodge is a fine, hospitable town.
Parlor Suite B.
Thank you, friend.
Case the bank?
Looks easy. A teller and a cashier. They open at 9.
What about the hotel?
Your name is Orcutt. Yourself a Hanley Brothers. You'll have to sneak in the back door. Parlor Suite B.
Just have that sample case open in the buggy when I hit the street.
I'll be there.
Put that thing down, and one of these days you're going to get excited and blow my head off.
It ain't cocked. Ooh. Say, there's a telegram come for you.
Huh?
Peaceful night last night, and there's shot fired.
Good. Get yourself something to eat and then turn in, huh? No reliable description of Matt and Clint Dunbar. Always wear masks. I guess I'll have to wire the Pinkertons.
Them bank robbers fidgeting you?
Yeah. I reckon I am a mite prejudiced against bank robbery.
Mr. Jones?
L.T. Jones from Mobeedy, Texas.
My name's Cummings. I understand you want to make a deposit.
Sold my spread. Got quite a wad of cash.
Well, we pay 4% for time deposit,
3% on open account. Of course, we usually have a state bond that pays anywhere up to...
It's nitroglycerin. Now, if I drop it on the floor...
No. Well, what is this, a practical joke?
It's a holdup. Walk me to the safe.
All right, Mr. Cummings, I'd like to see the safe. This is about all the money I got in the world. I'm a careful man. Never did have much confidence in safes. Just want to make sure no robbers can come in here and bust it open with a stick of dynamite.
It'll blow you up, too.
I don't care, and you do. Hand me the cash, quick.
Looks good and solid, Mr. Cummings. I don't think anybody is going to bust open this big door. Faster.
I don't think that...
I'm satisfied, Mr. Cummings. Now, let's go over and make out my deposit slip.
Mr. Cummings?
He'll blow us up. He's getting knives.
We're the last robbing.
Get the other one.
We're the hammer.
Out of town. Drive slow.
Right.
Set up your roadblocks. I'm heading for the bank. Man with a beard. Did you see him?
What's that, mister?
Man with a curly black beard. Where'd he go?
Oh, that fellow. Went across there. Hey, what's that bell?
Hey, hold up there! Hold up there! Pull up there! Just turn that there buggy back around. Ain't nobody leaving town.
Well, what's the idea?
Didn't you hear that there bell? Somebody's done tried to rob the bank.
Oh.
Move! Bank's been robbed. I'm a special deputy. Watch the office for me, will you?
Of course, of course. Oh.
Say he was about medium build, black beard, dressed like a cattleman.
That's right.
We both got a good look at him.
And you ran outside?
Yes, sir.
Anybody in sight?
Well, just some drummer in a buggy. He said the man ran across the street. I looked, no sign of him.
Would you recognize the drummer?
Well, I was pretty excited.
Get the man with the beard, Mr. Earp. If you close the roads, he's still in town.
Who is it?
Clint, let me in quick.
Don't get sore. They had every street blocked. No nerve. I always knew it.
Oh, cool off, will you?
Where's the money?
I had to hide at the delivery stable.
I ought to cut your throats.
Look, your ideals still outsmart this cowtown marshal. You'll look entirely different without the beard. Put on your drummer's outfit and nobody can finger you.
Where did you hide the money?
And a whole bin full of oat sacks. We can get out of this if we'll quit fighting and use our heads.
Where's Earp now?
At the bank, I reckon. The first thing for you to do is to come to the front of this hotel and register as Jeff Orcutt.
Yeah, that's right. How did I get here? All the roads are blocked.
They're letting people into town. No. Maybe you better say you got here before the stick-up. Huh? I'll josh you for hanging around and rubbering at the bank. Clerk will believe that.
Maybe. How long will Herb keep the roads guarded?
Not long. He ain't got enough men. We can wait him out. That beard trick worked perfect, Matt.
I told you to quit underestimating that Johnny Law.
But I only said...
Any man who can bottle up a town like this in a minute ain't stupid. If Herb nabs me, you go for the boys.
Well, sure, but how can Herb nab you?
The whole job depended on you getting out of Dodge with the money. You didn't do it.
But I told you. I didn't know about that bell.
It's a new deal now. We got 30,000, maybe more. Stashed in a risky spot. Someone's bound to see you near the bank. Earp will be around asking questions. Sit down. Think up some answers.
This Thurston's rig?
Yes, sir. I asked him to watch the office for me. I guess he got tired waiting.
Where's he stand?
Dodge House.
Anybody else come in here last night?
Just one man. Fellow with a black beard.
A black beard, huh?
Yes, sir.
Did he give his name?
No, just ask about a hotel. Was he one of the robbers?
The only one. Now, you keep that gun handy.
Yes, sir.
I'm impounding this rig and that saddle horse. You arrest anybody that even asks about him.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Emmett.
Hello, Marshal.
So you have a Mr. Thurston registered here?
Thurston? Yes, we have. Thurston, J.B., drummer from St. Louis.
What's his room number?
Oh, he ain't in his room. Him and his friend are eating in the bar.
Friend?
Name's Orcutt. They peddle for the same firm.
Is that so? Point him out to me, will you?
Certainly, Marshal.
Mr. Earp.
Didn't waste much time. You talk to him.
Right.
Which one of you gentlemen is Mr. Thurston?
Well, that's me, friend. John B. Oh, and this is Mr. Orcutt. He covers East Texas for the firm.
Hi. I'd like to ask Mr. Thurston a few questions.
Help yourself. I've already ate. See you later, Jack.
Won't be long.
Sit down. Sit down.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your friend just have a shave?
He shaves every morning, same as you and me. Why?
I was just admiring his shaving lotion. You know the brand?
Oh, I never paid any attention, but I'll ask him if you like.
No, it doesn't matter. Mr. Thurston, the teller at the bank said that you were near the door when the holdup man left.
Well, that's right, Marshal. Like to scare the living daylights out of me, too.
What's your line?
Rugs and drapes. I was planning on seeing the bank people about placing an order. It's a good thing I was late. Might have been shot.
I doubt it. I'll see you around.
White says to stake out this here barn.
Yeah, so he told me.
Is that back door?
Yeah.
There's somebody in there right now. You go around the corner and watch the back.
Right.
Come out of there. Mister, you toss that pop gun on the floor and come out of there, or I'll blow you through the end of the barn.
What?
Well, if it isn't Mr. Orcott. Thought you were a rug salesman.
He was skulking around in here. You got any idea why?
Hey, you blowed the whole end out of my feed bin.
We'll pay for it. I'll take Mr. Orcott over to the bank. Take these sacks out of here, search the bin and stalls. Probably stash the money in here. None of you can say this is the man?
The robber had a black curly beard, Marshal. He was the same general build as this fellow, but I couldn't hardly say they ever looked very much alike.
Well, he shaved and changed his clothes.
Why don't you give up? You got the wrong man, and you know it.
We'll see what you look like with a beard.
I shave every day.
Not in jail, you won't, mister.
Hey! What's this?
It's the bank's money. I tell you, that White Earp's smarter than a ringtail raccoon.
Still.
I don't deserve to be no chief deputy, White. I should have known there might have been two of them out there.
It's my fault, Shotgun.
How was it?
Well, I should have warned you. I wasn't certain myself. Now, hold still. It's going to hurt. Oh, by the way, the Pinkertons came through with a good description of Matt and Clint Dunbar. I'm certain that the one we got in there is Matt. The one that got away with the money is his half-brother, Clint.
Well, you don't seem to be taking it to heart much.
No. Because I think Clint will round up some of the gang and come back after Matt.
I sure hope they do.
There you are. There's no sense in having the fight here in town. We'll get some deputies and trail Clint.
That's risky, ain't it? I always figured when I had my trap baited for catamount, I'd stay close by. What if we lose Clint's trail?
Well, we won't. No, the horse that Clint took was left for shoeing. Got no irons on his front hoofs. Well, he can be trailed, can't he?
Yep. Day or night.
Another thing, Shotgun. Clint's too smart to try and bull his way back in here with a bunch of outlaws on horseback. He'll try to pull some kind of trick to get back in town, so we'll need some deputies. You go pick him, and I'll join you in a minute.
Right.
I don't have to tell you that Matt and me always whack up fair and square. We pulled that job as a two-man deal because it was a new idea in bank robbing.
It didn't work too well, Clint. How do we know your plan to spring Matt's gonna work any better?
It's got to work. Now, Matt sent you the money. I don't think he'd take it very friendly if you boys were to ride off and leave him in jail. Do you?
We all think a lot of Matt. Any more questions?
No. We hit that stage at sunup.
Looks like they're headed for the Great Western Stage Route.
Yeah, that'd be one way to do it.
How do you mean?
Capturing the stage, riding it into Dodge City. Cole Younger pulled a trick like that once, Independence, Missouri. Come on, let's double back on the stage track to Dodge.
Gun down. Now climb down. Everybody out. Whoa.
Roscoe, you're sure a pretty-looking mule.
What?
Hoodlums always overdo it.
What's wrong?
Number 11 never carried a shotgun guard. Mr. Gibbs, you reckon you can stop that stage?
I reckon I can. One way or the other.
Then go ahead, we'll cover you.
Get out of here, Roscoe.
They want to play.
Hey!
All right, hold it. Stop him. Throw him down there. Go on. Throw it down. All right. Bring him around, that other man. Let you men get back in the wagon and start patching each other up. Go on.
You blundering fool.
Oh, shut up.
Well, Mr. Dunbar, that's a nice little stubble of beard you got there. In about a week, you'll be ready for identification.
What about the rest of them, Wyatt? Do they get a shave?
I'll tell you, Shotgun, I'd like to give them all razors and let them go to work on each other. But the law of Kansas won't allow it. Lock it.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে
এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়া। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খুঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Viên Minh bao nhiêu? 5 mở, ủa 50%. 35 mở. Chịu thua em rồi. Mọi ngày giữa đêm tối. Chuẩn không? Ui, ra với bia này, độc dược à? Thôi cứ không quan trọng. Vụ nổ lớn bị sẽ sẵn bài tử thần mà. Điều hiểu sẽ sẵn bài chưa chạm đất, trải thải cái đường đâu mà chạm chứ là thế rồi. Đang xuống rồi, đang vòng xuống rồi, đang vòng xuống. Đang số thì binh sinh linh không? 3 2 1 perfect một lần này. Đấy kiếm 15 lần perfect không? 100 lần perfect thì ăn 6 triệu. Ơ nhờ 7 triệu. Mình cần 50 thôi, đã được 5 củ rồi. 7 củ là bình thường. Chuẩn rồi. Đấy á, đón thêm một nhịp vào mình rồi. Đây là chỉnh. Ok, không được. Kiếm mà cổ không mất áo luôn à? Nếu còn gì phải lấy găng tay đây để thay. Rồi 1 2 lần, thế là 30% à? Xem bao nhiêu nhá. 30% bình cũng gần 5 củ rồi, 40 củ à? 2 lần được 10 củ rồi. Thấy ảo điếc. Let's go. Let it go. Một chiếc binh chi linh không vậy. Bánh 7 láp à? Vậy 456 triệu coin để rebirth tiếp à? Khó đấy. Anh cần 50 củ về 7 triệu. Ui, 40 củ tròn. Kiếm tiền từ điêu ấy. Một lần perfect này. Một lần perfect. Thầy lái.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে কথা বলতে বলতে কখন যেন হলে আমার
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম,
গুটি গুটি পাই স্বপ্নের লাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংস গুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে, ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Thì 400 à? 400. Đây kiểm tra năng lượng này. Somos 700 rồi, rebat được một lần nữa. Ok. Một lần sẽ rebat thêm 10, anh quay qua kia anh binh. Anh sẽ là bố của qua kia. Yes. Thua hoài à? Không cội thắng à? Át 1 thực sự là khó đấy. Sẽ lấy một cái đồ ánh sáng đi, sẽ là cái cung xanh ánh sáng đi. Hai cái giảm hiệu hai bên nhỉ? Thôi cái phải đang kéo một cái vùng đồ. Về rồi 25 chắc là nốt rồi nữa thì lên 8 vậy. Lại là cái thằng Zurich này, sao nó vẫn lên được quân ấy bài nhỉ? Đưa con Zurich bài ở đâu dài đổi nó còn Nautilus nữa, mình cầm tận 4 con Nautilus rồi chúng nó vẫn còn à. Ê xong ý làm mày không ba được, thua không? Thua à. Ok rồi, đi rồi. Top mấy đây? Chưa đi, sắp đi. Anh đi xa rồi, anh không lái xe nữa, anh đắp mộ rồi, không thể nào rai khát được. Khóc U Linh à. Em phải cút cút đi. Đây đi cho đỡ bị bắn vào đầu. Cày tê tại bị bắn cặp tự. Kéo ra xử ra. Ui rồi ôi, cặp bóng may mắn cô ba nhưng mà ít tiền không sao, ít tiền tích xong rồi bao nhiêu máu, có 5.000 máu rồi sao, chắc thế. Bế mày, đối kia ông chết à? Đối kia xét bế không được, không thiếu mấy cái cùng đao, chậm quá. Đây đừng người nó vả rồi nó vả át trước à? Mày ý thua. Đi chợ nhà xem một cái cung đi, nhà một cái cung đi. Anh cũng sắp không đi rồi, anh sẽ được đi chợ trước. Ai
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর,
ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর, মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম, আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Được. Khổng lồ, một khổng lồ cái gì đấy? Mở doan. Cảnh vệ. Thần dương, 2 thần dương vật trời nhiều. 2 khổng lồ. À không. Cảnh vệ xử lý rồi xong. Nhà tranh bài của tớ làm ơn đấy. Đâu đấy? Ngày phải đấy nhở? Cứ chơi chứ. 14 lap nhanh nhẹn. Bớt 4 rồi à, 1.2 à. Dương ơi, đây chuyển chuột tội. Thú thượng với cả giáp máu ánh sáng, cái nào ánh sáng ngon hơn? Đây mà. Bình gì 200 lát về không tật này. À 51 này, 200 lát một cái. Được 200 lát. À không nhả nhớ rồi. Chạm tay rồi. 19. Nhớ là được 190 mà. 200 lát của thầy ơi. Bớt đủ 80 củ bớt lần nữa ăn đét vậy rồi tao bớt lần nữa xong rồi tao mới cút về kia bớt 5 ấy xong rồi mình cút về kia được mình chia lên nhà đã chia ra bình rồi xong lên 9 đã chia xong rồi lên 9 xong rồi lên 9 thì mình được xét và là bình full form rồi form này có nhắc được cái gì đâu what chứ sao không nhắc được hắc ám kìa nhắc được tử thần hắc ám chỉ có June thôi Anh sẽ bay một chỗ ác quỷ nhá. Mèo 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 không vậy hắn quay xuống được à đâu ở đâu ấy nhỉ 53 của thêm mấy lát nữa nhiều request lại 200
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো তারপর তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরে যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব
দেখো দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন
কয়টা
5টা
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে
না না আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না আসলে আপনি তো করবেন
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না আমি জানতাম শুধু শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ
জিমি
কি হচ্ছে
আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু যাচ্ছে সব বাইট কর
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায় সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন
nó được chọn lại rất là tuyệt đại cho con broccoli thằng mà thằng red 2 rồi chấm giáo được mình nêu điên xuân đào sọc cười à 34 rồi chắc đủ nhỉ phải không 71 gì đặt dê sẽ đảm ra giúp đi xe xét xong thì đá rồi 2K4 chấm lỗ chấm kỳ phát ở đây 150 17 cơ rồi có anime mới à xong anime mới nét rồi thì về đầu mặt vào ít chiều ấy về điểm chi được mất cá sấu điểm chi bài địa tí cho Netflix à đây trăm tàu cho nó bro lui dạ trôn wow giờ xin vô ê xét vận hình nhân đế mạng đây đi để còn quá sao dâng lại rồi tầm mặc gì chọn không đừng chết đi yes broccoli muscle phần mới à em phần mới mà million ray là blue à người có tìm tàu em series trốn chạy farm 200 bú cái game mới rồi mới sửa xịn và xò ấy. Xong bố toàn tiền thì xong năm mới ấy. Đánh xong rất đủ tiền rồi nhớ chỉ tháng vào thằng này. Đấy, gần lợi thổi phát trên luôn. Đây. Vào thổi phát trên luôn mà. Mình ra có Ani thằng tài khát lắm, thằng tài khát Ani lắm. Phải khát đấy bro. Phải khát Ani đấy. Salad. Tôi thấy xin cái một cái giọt nước mắt em đã chuyện gì à? Nhầm 10k7 5k5 mà từng cái hoàng sẽ chỉ số khác nhau. Trời ơi, rác này ngon, màu xanh mày ơi. Yes broccoli 201 tờ 95 làm cho phiền tỏi lấy kia mất tỏi mấy tầm tỏi 6 tỏi 7 rồi. Đây cái một xịn nhất. Tham minh cho tôi chăm chỉ vào những góc pet này. Hai 3,5k nếu bị tiền bớt luôn mở 32k rưỡi trồn nhất chịu được. Cái reboot sao cái này reboot token chôn nào là sao điều hiểu sự bên kia sự tanh ấy mà con Ari thổi sự đau ấy con con Lia thổi qua trên luôn mà mà phát chết Ari à căng đấy khó đấy phát chết Ari rồi có Kathleen mà Kathleen kia bắn phát ở đâu. Thôi cảm ơn vì đã đến. Yes sir. OP nếu được 6,9 giờ chôn lâu nhỉ. 52 phút rồi. Đếm lại số tiếng ấy. 1 tiếng kia nữa là 13 tiếng rưỡi, từ nhập 3 tiếng rưỡi 8 cộng 13 83 là bao nhiêu? Còn 8 tiếng cộng 13 tiếng 83 1 1 là 5 6 61 tiếng rưỡi. Ok 61 tiếng rưỡi nhé. 61 tiếng rưỡi 61 tiếng rưỡi ở đây đi. Ngày 6 tháng 7 thì sẽ là ngày 7 tháng 7 à. 61 tiếng rưỡi à. 61 tiếng rưỡi 64 tiếng 45 64 tiếng 45 à 68 tiếng 69 tiếng đi 69 tiếng này 70 tiếng 70 tiếng 71 tiếng rưỡi 1 tiếng rưỡi à tiếng rưỡi này tiếng rưỡi 1 tiếng rưỡi 71 tiếng rưỡi 72 tiếng 72 tiếng 74 tiếng ok 76 tiếng rồi 76 tiếng 76 tiếng nào để quay 4 tiếng nhá. Giờ là 1 tiếng và 3 tiếng nữa. Đổ đéo vào đây. Tới chia sao mà. Camera. Chia sao. Chia sao. Camera. Tất cả từ chia sao. Camera. Tất cả từ chia sao. Vừa đó đéo vào đây. Wow. Rồi chỉ cần check file. Wow. 85 máu à? Nhiều máu thế nhỉ? Caro ra. Và đồng nhạc được vẫn chưa được một mà 3B được 2B tính binh chi linh ấy. Hai b một binh chi linh của người thua mà top 1 phải không? Rồi bên nhà anh có thầy spam ạ. Tên trốn thế bro. Đây. Chiều chuẩn đấy. 1B rồi này, kiếm tầm 2B xong ra kiếm họ ra farm tiếp. Yes sir. 2B xem sang map theo xong muốn cái kiếm xịn nhất đã. Rồi nice. Ban bia cảm hứng. No way. Đấy, thế này đi. Giấu có gì đâu, nhét thẳng lên. Giấu cái gì, nhét lên đi chứ. 1B, 1,2B à? Căng nhỉ. Đấy, giờ... Mình live. Gì tí mụn. Lùi chôn à? New thua. Sống một máu dám sao block lùi không bị sợ. Cố nổi ta để lại. Anh 8 tính 8 rồi đi. Mà vậy à? Ai hát déo rồi thằng anh hát déo rồi. Đẹp trai nhóm việc làm. Anh đẹp trai nhóm việc làm. Và Nguyễn Trần chuyển bằng yes. Rồi cái tóc quá. Tuyển nó cắt chứ là vấn đề. Cút, mày nhót đánh caro điên mà. Euro xếp máu điên. Không hiểu. M9 nào. 2M cho bố. 2M rồi. Lên hẳn. Trốn nhỉ. Chết hạ này. Bye broccoli. Yes. Mà phải đủ tiền không? Mà đủ tiền cái này không? Yes. Quả 6 ạ. Tí nhót, tí hết tiền. Rồi thăm lại rồi. Thăm. Đéo con nào lấy á. Xin giáo quá thằng 69 máu. Trơn tao. Đồ tanh nhá broccoli. Rồi lấy cái này đi. Đồ. Là phàm 3 phủ ấy. 1,2 tỷ đến map tiếp theo. 1,2 tỷ 24 là 3,6 tỷ. Farm 3,6 tỷ luôn. Sang map kia luôn 3,7 tỷ đây. 3,7 cho nó cao tí. Cười. Chuồn đấy. Bao nhiêu à? 58, 54.